Thank you. Um, Here is maybe where I can add something about the plasticity of the brain, because I totally agree that we can fly every child to the moon if we really want to. The question is just, is this sensible and for what price? And just as he said, the children need at least some of the resistance to develop properly. There is a very complex interplay of hormones and development. So to say that there are systems which are developed when the child is a newborn baby, but there are a lot of systems which are still to be developed, so, or to ripen, because the structures are maybe already there, but they are just not ripe enough. So if you frustrate your 1 month old or 1 year old baby, leaving him or her to cry for hours, it is the frustration and the stress which is not good for the baby, because it activates the hormonal gonadal axis with the cortisol and adrenals surging, the cortisol as well as the adrenal and noradrenaline into the bloodstream. And we know now that this actually damages, for example, the short-term memory. It damages also the connections which are still going to be developed. So you can damage the circuitry which is in development, it's kind of under construction, and you can damage it irreversibly if you repeat it and do it for the certain period of time, especially if you do it during the critical period of development. But as Juul said, there is the period where the brain needs different stimulus. And you know that you cannot compare a 1 month old baby with a 2 year old. They are very different. They are capable of very different things. And at 2 years, actually, their brain is already at approximately the size of the adult brain. It is not myelinated. It has a lot of synapses. Actually, the number of the synapses during the 2 and 6 years of age is the highest during the whole life. So it's actively wiring, actively sprouting and making the connections. And during that time, they, as Juul said, they need frustration. So as the parent, you have to be able to be plastic as well. Not just that the brain is plastic, also you as the parent have to be plastic. You have to go along with the child and change the task that the children need in order to develop properly. And you know that the task for the 2 year old is not equaling the task of the 6 year old or of the 10 year old. You have to provide different tasks. Why? Because different hormones are during the play. And for example, you know that the playing is very important, and it activates the dopaminergic system in the brain. And dopamine is the hormone which is responsible for our curiosity, for our will to discover new things, and for playing. And it's really not of very much use if you use it during the first month of age. But if you use it during the 3 year of age or 6 year and even 10 years of age, is extremely important, because it develops your dopaminergic system in order that you are going to be still curious when you are adult. You are not going to be too risky. You are going to react to the stimuli in the environment properly, I mean, not damaging yourself. So I think these critical periods are extremely important in understanding why to tackle the children with different tasks at a different age. And I think in this book it's really nicely written, and you can find certain periods where the hormones are explained, where the connections are explained, and if you combine it with the Juul's knowledge, it really fits well, and you can understand your child much better, and you can even understand yourself better.
Yes. Yeah, not easy to follow.